Memes.
Your memes aren't safe.
It's
Your memes. And
First
here.
video. Second one.
Your memes
Anyway,
are in another castle.
Oh, holy shit. Stuart Copeland did the soundtrack for Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. And also Good Burger.
Really? He did the soundtrack from Good Burger? I loved that movie.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Yeah, I love that movie because of how hilariously bad it is.
Also, sewer level.
Yeah, sewer
Yeah.
levels.
He also did the soundtrack. Oh god. He also did the soundtrack to Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Sick. Also, I think this is one of the few stages where you can miss the crystal. It might be another sewer level, but it's one of these stages.
I've always hated these levels.
Yeah, I had no idea this was there. Of course, obviously, I obviously my 10-year-old, my 8-year-old.
Oh no,
self
the
didn't
water
think,
turns into piss.
Like, yeah, my 8-year-old self didn't think, maybe there's something behind the crates of nitros.
Yeah.
So
Seriously,
I just ignored it.
they do a really bad job of conveying that that's electricity.
Yeah.
My problem is, I go
it's,
back there, I go all the way over to the other side, and I've died like 5 times already, so I don't get the gem. So I had no idea the gem was there, because I've usually died 10 times at this point.
So I like how when you get the invincibility frames, you just say fuck it and run into a nitro
Yeah,
crate.
That was way too close.
I don't know why I was being so reckless there, but
Yeah.
that's why I do it.
Through the lightning disc.
Yeah, that's what I do in Crash games a lot. If I get hit and there's like nitro crates or something like right ahead of me, I just say screw it and just run.
Smashing.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
the hit detection for like TNT crates and nitro crates stay for like a split second afterwards. So.
Huh.
I really like how they changed the boxes in Crash 3.
Yeah.
Because in 1 and 2 it's really, really tedious to just keep bouncing on them.
Yeah, because in Crash.
Yep. Sorry, you go first.
In Crash 3, those boxes get 2 Wumpa Fruits out instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it only takes 5 jumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes 5 jumps to get them instead of 10.
I want to say Wrath of Cortex does 2 as well, but I'm not sure.
I don't know where my copy is, or if it will work if I put it in my console. So, no.
Yeah, this is the stage where you can miss the crystal, because usually you'll think that where the Wumpa Fruit is will be where the end of the stage will be, but no.
Yeah.
It's like you'll think instinctively to just avoid that and go there later.
Yeah, because you just gotta follow the money.
Yeah.
I like how the cleaning robots are probably the most passive enemies in the game. They're just doing their job, and Crash is like, "I'm gonna murder you."
Yeah, they don't kill you. They're just there.
But
They're like the Waddle Dees. They just minding their own business.
That's like every enemy in Kirby though. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, me and Joe.
But then Kirby shows up and he's just like, "Look at this evil prick!"
Well, that's the case in a lot of games though. It's like in Mario, Goombas and Koopas are like kind of minding their own business. It's not like they're getting a shotgun out.
Well, some of the fucking Goombas charge at you sometimes.
In the 3D games.
In the 3D games, they actively attack you, but not in 2D. They just kind of.
Well, I think that's
They kind of walk back and forth.
If you've played Mario Massacre or whatever it's called, then they do get shotguns out.
What?
Huh. There is a fan version of Mario from God knows back when, where Goombas and Koopa Troopers have shotguns and assault rifles, and you have to kill them all, and it goes on until they kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that game. Yeah, Mario has a shotgun and he uses it to kill whatever's standing in his way.
I love the internet.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see the best of the worst Mario fan games, watch Vinesauce's Shitty Mario Game streams.
Yeah, Vinesauce is always
4
funny.
of them.
Well, is Super Toad 67, I think, on there?
Yeah,
No, he did. He gave that its own video because Super Toad
Yeah.
67 is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I circumcise penises.
I can circumcise penises.
I can circumcise penises. What is up with that?
Really? Is there anything else you can circumcise, or just penises?
I think this is a red jumper. I could be wrong.
It is the red gem.
Yeah, this is a red gem path.
There's also one. I think it might have been a Mario World ROM hack, but it was like Mario Saw.
Huh. I think I remember seeing that.
What did Mario saw?
Also, you have to use the enemy to get those 2 lives. You can't get it any other way.
That's good game design.
Well, it's kind of clever, but it's kind of annoying how if you fail once, you're not going to be able to get the lives unless you die.
Yeah.
Well,
It's basically just them mocking you.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really similar, it still reminds me of the thing in one of the levels in Tembo. One of the main gimmicks of the entire game is phantom kills. You have to kill a certain amount of enemies and rescue a certain amount of civilians to be able to get into the Phantom Dome at the end of the stage, or at the end of the zone.
Huh.
And in one level, at the end of every level, you have to break a statue, and that's essentially your goal ring. In one of the levels, there's the statue is located behind this wall, and to get in there, you have to break this horizontal platform. If you and by the time you get to it, by the way, there's an area you probably haven't explored yet. If you break that platform and go to and are now in a position where you can break the statue, you cannot go back and explore that area that you didn't get earlier, because you can't jump high enough to get back over the platform.
Okay. How is Tempo though?
Tempo is fine.
Okay.
Oh, is it a one save file only game?
No, there's 3, but
Oh my gosh, Game Freak is learning!
Oh my
Game Freak is learning! Yes,
I feel like
it's a miracle.
It's definitely not the best of Game Freak's platformers. I think their best is still Pulseman, though. Honestly.
They're still never going to add that second save file for Pokemon.
I never understood that in Pokemon.
I think it's because there's a lot of shit in it. But even then, there are much longer RPGs that still have 3 save files.
Well, with the original Game Boy ones, it was probably just because of limitations. At this point, I think it's just because they've done it for all the others.
If they couldn't fit another save file on, then why do they even have that, like, a file 2 as an option? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, like, in the early games, it would make sense, because they don't have a lot of space.
Like...
And especially for the Gen 2 games, because fitting the entire Kanto region onto it.
What the fuck was that, Harry?
I don't know. That was terrible.
Yeah.
The platform fell, so I panicked.
Oh, come on!
You are horrible at this game.
I'm not this bad at Crash. What the fuck?
Okay, you got it that time.
That I would die 5 times before that point. I wouldn't die pitfalls.
He got it this
because
time.
Bad enemy placement.
He got it this time. 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that the bonus rooms for the surfing levels, they're like the bonus rooms from the first game.
Yeah.
They are the bonus rooms.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're the bonus rooms from the first game.
Yeah, same design and whatnot.
It's definitely a reused background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the developer was thinking we're probably thinking we don't have any other place to put these at. Well, why don't we reuse assets from the first game?
Yeah.
Well, Harry, if you thought you died.
Well, no skull path for you. Oh.
Yeah.
By the power of editing.
Yeah.
By the power invested in the Konami code that doesn't actually work in this game, but shh.
Well, you can do it in Crash 3 and you get Spyro 1 demo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh wait, the Konami code unlocks the Spyro demo?
Yeah.
The closest thing to the Konami code you can do on the PlayStation, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that I didn't know that was the Konami code.
Oh,
Also,
Spyro.
one thing I've noticed nowadays, the main difference between Naughty Dog and Insomniac still makes games.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what about that one video game that Naughty Dog makes?
You mean Uncharted?
Yeah, that one.
Well, that's more of a movie.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Uncharted.
a movie. But it's
If you judge Uncharted as a game, it is a very shitty game.
Yeah, that's the thing with Naughty Dog nowadays. They keep making games that are more like movies.
Yeah. They might as well just make movies.
Yeah, they're making the
Meanwhile-
Last of Us movies.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, that's right,
Insomniac is like, let's do games, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they still had their platforming crow for Jak and Daxter, kind of. Then, starting from Jak 2, they kind of went somewhere else.
Yeah.
If only they had made the Jak
They were
action
like,
series.
hey, remember that one really edgy Sonic character? Yeah, let's
Well,
make it like him.
Wait, when did Jak 2 come out?
I shall look that up right now.
If it's 2002, then that was before Shadow.
Well, if the game came out in 2002, then Shadow was around.
Well, yeah, but...
2003.
Oh, okay. But I'm just talking about how, like, you have guns and stuff in the actual game.
You know,
There's
my
so many
hypothesis about all of the games from my childhood being released in 2003 is completely true at this point.
Yeah.
There's like one or two exceptions, but that's about it.
Yeah, there are some...
Like everything else came out in 2003.
There are some levels where you have to go to a secret path in another level and go to a warp in the bonus warp room so you can get the box gem. So I missed all those boxes because there's a secret area in that stage.
Great job. I don't know why I didn't notice how weird this is until now. Cortex has an N on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole ideal of that was. I thought that was just a hat, but that's actually his head. It's actually like tattooed on his head for some reason.
It really is. In his backstory, it was tattooed on his head while he was at boarding school.
Yeah, apparently...
Fully tattooed it onto his head.
yeah,
So, and when it was tattooed onto his head, it was a lowercase N. When he got older, he changed it to a capital N.
So
These guys.
So he kind of
the Komodo Bros.
He kind of embraced the N on his head.
Yeah.
I think that the bosses in Crash 2 are actually pretty weak.
Yeah.
Especially the final boss, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
The only one that I get enjoyment out of is really Engine's fight.
Yeah.
I don't really like any of them.
Yeah, this
Like
one
they're all pretty bland and forgettable, if you ask me.
Yeah, this one is really just a waiting game. Like, I'm not even doing anything right now.
Engine's fight is the reason I beat you in our Crash 3 speedrun.
Yeah. I could...
Because it gave me enough time to catch up.
Yeah.
And then it held me back for like half an hour.
So here's a fun... here's a fun little, I guess, thing for you. The cast members of the new Fantastic Four movie walked among some Comic-Con fans. Nobody noticed them.
Oh yeah, I saw that article.
I just saw it on Tumblr.
Yeah.
And Jacob Boston.
Yeah. The new Fantastic Four cast was at Comic-Con, and no one gave two shits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that movie officially has a lower score on Rotten Tomatoes than Pixels.
Damn. I saw Pixels. I thought it was good, but even then, I'm kind of mixed about the new Fantastic Four movie because
I don't even have to see it. I know it's terrible because
I just
the
don't
Fox.
give two craps about the Fantastic Four, period.
And a part of me was like, you know what? Maybe I should just go see Ant-Man instead because I've heard that one is a lot better.
Ant-Man is really good. Also, Resurrection F currently has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Still want to see Resurrection F. Yeah,
Going from one-
Fantastic Four has a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, while Pixels has an 18.
Huh.
I swear this is the third time you've done this level, Harry.
No, we're in Warp Room 3, dude. No, the thing with Crash is that they have same level, they have similar level themes, but they...
Yeah.
All of these particular levels with this particular theme look identical.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the thing with Crash games. Like, they have specific themes that they reuse.
I kind
Which
of thought
actually
you were going
works-
to run into the Nitro box there again.
It actually works.
Yeah, me too.
It actually works for the game, though. I think. Like Crash 3, they really went crazy with level themes.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is good, because I like variety.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, because again, in this game, you have a lot of snow levels, so
Yeah, there are a lot of snow levels.
the variety kind of feels. I don't know if it's better or worse than Crash 1.
Great job, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you definitely didn't need to edit anything. That you did that completely perfectly.
Flawless victory. What the fuck?
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you were gonna.
I was stuck in
Missed
the wall.
boxes.
I thought you were gonna run into the nitro box.
Yeah.
That would have been
Should've.
funnier.
Yeah.
That would have been funnier.
Because then it would have looked like it wasn't intentional.
Well, I'm walking right into them, so. One thing I do want to bring up is that the PSN versions, for some reason, you can't have the analog stick.
Yeah, I heard that. That when Brain Scratch did it, Lewis mentioned analog. You can't. Analog controls don't work for some reason.
Yeah, you can try turning them on, but they.
I
turn
think
off.
they're there. I think they're still there in Crash 3, though.
Yeah, they're in Crash.
They're in Crash 3. Use that one.
Any version of Crash 3 has the analog control.
Yeah, I think they were gone in. I think they're not in Crash 2 because, if I recall correctly, not every version of Crash 2 had analog support.
Yeah, that was fair, I guess.
Well, when Crash 2 did come out, you could the analog sticks were available, I believe.
Yeah, and I think analog control was optional.
Yeah, it was an option because I have the original Crash 2 copy, but it crashes.
Crash.
Whenever you go into one of the ruin levels, so
Crash crashes.
Yeah, well, it's good to know that you still have it.
Magic of PSN.
You know, I just thought about something. If we ever decide to do them for Seabrain, who's going to record the two Spyro and Crash games for the Game Boy Advance?
good question.
Because at one point or another, we're going to do all of the Spyro and the Crash series.
Yeah, I've recorded all Crash 1, 2, and 3. I'm in the middle of Spyro 2, so
I need to play through the Spyro games still.
I
might make that my current priority. I might hold off Paper Mario 2 and do that.
yeah, I need to play the Paper Mario games. I've only played Super Paper Mario actually.
I'm really enjoying Paper Mario 2.
I've only played the first. I've only played one Super Paper Mario. I haven't played 2 or Sticker Star, but I've been told to avoid Sticker Star at all costs.
Yeah,
if you are not a Paper Mario, like a big Paper Mario guy, Sticker Star is really not all that bad. It's really only bad in comparison to the others.
Well, from what I've seen,
speaking as somebody who was not a fan of, who had only played Super Paper Mario when I'd played Sticker Star, I really enjoyed it, but I get why other people didn't like it. It's not really. It's different from the other Paper Mario games, but not even in a very good different way, like Super Paper Mario is.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, that kind of seems like dick enemy placement.
a little bit. You have to basically dash to the side the piranha's not looking.
Yeah.
But to me, Sticker Star doesn't seem like much of a game, to be honest, because you don't really need to battle at all. The RPG elements are non-existent, and it's just I don't think it really works.
It's fun. I mean, it's not an amazing game, but it's enjoyable.
Well, here's the thing. It's you don't ever have to battle enemies because battling enemies gives you coins, and coins gives you stickers and stuff that you can buy. Yeah, you can just find stickers anywhere in the world.
Yeah, but I think there are some stickers you can only buy. I don't think you can find every sticker just around.
Anyway, thanks for
I might be
watching
wrong.
this episode.
Probably, but you never really have to bother buying things if I'm remembering correctly.
I didn't mind it. Like it's not an amazing game. Like it's average at best, but I had fun with it.
Yeah.